So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. What's happening? Come on in, guys. Let's get stuff done today. Mostly just be happy, have a good ride, have a good time. Maybe I'll give you a laugh today, and maybe I'll teach you how not to procrastinate. Because you may be a member of the Procrastination Club. I don't know anybody who is not a member of the Procrastination Club simply because stuff keeps happening every single day that you don't want to do. And you shouldn't, by the way. We'll chat about that today, maybe get you out of that world just a bit. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day with a real-life twist to it that's going to force you to be honest and think about stuff unlike any other motivational or personal development or, God, frankly, almost any podcast on the planet. I just do things differently. Why not? After 17 years, I'm not going to change. By the way, today, after 3 weeks, I had a glass and a half of wine last night. It was a Thursday night of recording on a Friday this week, and had a glass and a half of wine. I haven't had a glass of wine in, well, at least 3 weeks, and probably longer than that. I don't drink a whole lot these days because I ticked that box off early on in my life. Back in the days when there wasn't remember those beer trucks they had with the kegs on the side? To me, that was like a dream come true. It's like, really, seriously, a beer with a tap on the side. I don't do too much of that these days. Had fun when I did, though. But you get a podcast that is a little bit affected by about a glass and a half of wine and about 3 cups of coffee. So good to have you. My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. What is my agenda? What is it? What do I want from you? Not much. Well, I want you to listen to the shows. I want you to write it. I want you to tell people you like me, because we all like that. If you have something good to say it. If not, but go listen to Joe Rogan, which you probably are anyway. He's a cool guy. What's my agenda? It's very simple. I think that most of us are just kind of wandering our way through lives, like Zig used to say, a wandering generality instead of a meaningful specific. I don't think we're paying attention. I think the world is captivating our attention at every possible time they can. Every single thing you hear, everything you see is designed to capture your attention. And eventually you will wake up and go, oh, I just don't want to be too late or too early. Because a lot of y'all waking up at 19, 20 years old thinking, let's go, I should have $10 million in the bank and make me the president of the company. Slow down there, buckaroo. Got some learning to do. But on the other hand, a lot of you are 60 and you're waking up going, what the hell have I been doing for 40 years? I just don't want that to happen. So wherever you are today, I want you to say, hey, you know, what's my life supposed to be like? How can I do it? What are the tools? And if this guy on this podcast gets my attention, I'm going to listen to him. So today we're going to talk about the, what's that? It's a sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18+.
We're going to talk about procrastination. Daily Boost Premium members didn't get that sponsor, but thanks for listening if you did. Talking about procrastination today. Are you a member of the Procrastination Club? Procrastination is the intentional and the habitual postponement of an essential task that you should be doing. Just admit it, you procrastinate. I know I do. I got a to-do list about, I don't know how many things are on that list. I trim it constantly. It's got to be 1,000 things. I got to do them. Not really. Here's the deal. If they had to be done, they would have been done, right? And all these little tasks that pop up, because ever since we have these computer programs, these fancy things on the computers that have duplicating and recurring tasks, we're never going to get done with everything. Why the hell would we not want to procrastinate when the world is putting more and more stuff on us? But some things we have to take care of, like taxes and stuff like that, or paying the bills, or making sure we make the deposit in the bank, or get to the grocery store. We can't put that off too long because it's got to feed the kids. And you're not. You will do what's important to you, and that's my point here today. So, in my view, two things could happen if you procrastinate. If you're doing that. Number one, it may be possible that you are not procrastinating at all. Is that a possibility of all the things that are out there that you're not procrastinating? Instead, is it possible that you're forcing yourself to do something you don't need to do? Well, I should, Scott. I've always wanted to. Somebody said I'd be good at it. It's on my list. It's been there 6 years. I should get it done. Well, Scott, why can't I do the thing I haven't wanted to do for 6 years? Maybe you don't want to? Pow. Scott logic. I'm serious. Maybe you actually don't want to, but your ego is getting in the way and you think you ought to. There's a big part of your list that is just that. You don't want to do. So what are you trying to do it for? So get it off your list. So my suggestion is whatever's on your list that you don't want to do anyway, and you don't have to do, meaning the boss didn't say do it or something like that, right? If there's nothing compelling you, if Uncle Sam's not beating on your door saying you better do your taxes, you get it. You get the stuff you got to do. You'll know that. You're not silly. You're an adult. But the other stuff, why the hell is it there? Get rid of it. There's another possibility. The other possibility is that it simply doesn't mean enough to you to start the process. I said another way, other things mean more to you. I run into this a lot. I live in the world of facing your passion. I live in the world of basically this is it. I really, truly want you to be the boss of you. I want you to explore the possibilities and figure out what you'd like to do. And then when you're scared to death and when you won't get yourself to do it, when you can't do it, when you listen to every single podcast I've ever done and still can't get it done, I will get in your face and say, dude, do that. Do what means more to you. So if you are not doing the things that you think you ought to be doing, you're procrastinating the good stuff. I mean, truly, I really want to change jobs. I really want a new neighborhood. I really want to buy a motorcycle, whatever it is. If you're not doing the stuff that's really good to you, does it really mean that much to you anyway? And if it does, why the hell aren't you doing it? My guess is two things. It either doesn't mean much to you. It's been installed in you somewhere along the way, and you've just been living it thinking you need to do it, which is a lot. A lot of people can give you ideas that you think are yours, and they're not. Or maybe you don't have enough information. You don't have a complete picture. You haven't really thought it out. You can't see the other end. I'm like that. If I can't see where this thing could go, whatever I can do with it, this podcast, I did the same thing. I had to see what I could do with it. And once I believed I could do something pretty big with it, then I just ran with it. Nothing could hold me back. Ask my wife. I was busy all the time. So either you don't need or want to do it, or it doesn't mean much to you. Yes, you need to complete some tasks. That's called being a responsible person. So if you're in the Zoomy generation, the Gen Z, I hate to beat up on you, but everybody is these days. It's not your fault. You guys have been raised during a pandemic and social media and everything. You don't quite know how to do stuff. Why should I have to do that? Well, because That's your job? I don't know. If you're responsible for it, you know the things that have to be done. Excuse my sniffle, my cough there. I've been sick a little bit here. But there's something else. And I never actually heard this before. I always look at myself and say, if it's important enough to me, I'm going to get it done. I just understand that in myself. If it's important enough for me, I'm going to go do it. And if I'm not doing it, it's just not as important, or I don't need to do it. But there's another piece that I heard the other day. I'll share with you. Listen to Dan Sullivan, a strategic coach. Dan's been around a long time, like 50 years now. And he, like me, does a lot of thinking. He observes what goes on. He pays attention to the people he works with, and he figures out what's really going on. And it was interesting to him. He said, procrastination is your wisdom kicking in. Your wisdom is kicking in and guiding you what you shouldn't be doing. You should be doing something else. I love the idea, presuming you have wisdom and you can make it clear what you really should be doing in your life to be a responsible person and to reach all your dreams, to face your passion and go for it with everything you have. If you reach that level, you can stop procrastinating. By the way, you may be at the level of building knowledge over time. Knowledge will eventually crystallize into wisdom. If you're less than 30 years old, you certainly have some wisdom, but you certainly don't carry the wisdom that a 60-year-old does, and that's okay. You'll get it. That's what makes life fair. If you had everything at the same time, it wouldn't be fun. Right. I used to have abs when I was your age. I don't anymore, but now I got something that's equally as cool. So if you're procrastinating, it's very simple. Either you don't need to do it, you don't want to do it, or it doesn't mean enough to you, or maybe something deep inside of you saying, I should be focusing on something else. Think about that today as you face your mountain of stuff to do. Coming up tomorrow, how to get motivated on demand. When you need it, we'll plug it in. Yeah, just listen to the podcast. That's cool. Or listen to tomorrow's show and I'll tell you something else.